What's up, everyone? It's Travis here, and welcome back to the SF Bay Area Sports Talk channel. Hope everybody is having a fantastic day today, and welcome to the post-game show. Unfortunately, the San Francisco Giants bats go silently into the night, just mustering up 2 hits in this game, getting shut out 3-0 by the Reds. Wade Miley of the Reds going 5 shutout innings. And then you had Antone of the Reds out of the bullpen going 3 2/3 innings, striking out 5. So, yeah, the bats just could not get it going. And it's been tough. This offense, outside of course, hitting a lot of home runs this year, coming into the season, ranking second in the league in home runs with 14 home runs. And, getting timely hits this year. And yeah, the Giants starting rotation has been incredible to start the season. That has been a huge strength. And you have seen of late the bullpen really starting to pick it up and really pitch well. And you've seen Jake McGee settle into that closer role. But in terms of, the bats getting it going, hitting for average and stringing together a ton of hits, we have not been able to do that. And this is a tough one. We knew going into this series, this was going to be one of our biggest tests of the year in terms of, the Reds being a fire horse team right now. They have been so hot out the gate, coming in at 6-3 as well into this series. And the Reds, they are incredibly potent offensively. And, they got some incredible young pitching. And Wade Miley, a former Arizona Diamondback, a guy the Giants know. And, we just could not get anything going tonight. And this is a tough one. But, this Giants team is incredibly resilient. So we are going to bounce back from this one. Welcome in, everybody, to the post-game show. How are you all doing tonight? Ladies and gentlemen, we got 49ers diehard fan. Welcome in to the post-game show. I don't know which team's my favorite, the A's or Giants. Oh, man, come on. This has got to be a no-brainer. You got to go with the San Francisco Giants. If you're going to be a 49ers fan, you got to go both San Francisco Giants, San Francisco 49ers. And I'm telling you, you're going to fall in love watching this Giants team. And so, so that's going to be awesome. And we got iPoon Cake. Welcome in to the post-game show. How are you doing? Great to see you, my friend. Rough game. Yeah, absolutely rough tonight. And, this is not what I thought we were going to see. I was hoping that the bats were going to come alive in the first game of this series and do what, we know that they can do and what they've shown all of last season in, hitting for incredible, hitting for a high batting average, getting lots of hits, hitting with 2 outs, runners in scoring position, driving in a ton of runs. So this was a tough one. And, the good news is that this is just the first game of this series. And so, still plenty of time to, bounce back in this series. And on the other bright side of this, got to talk about what a great job Aaron Sanchez did tonight as he 5 innings, allowing the 2-run home run to Jesse Winker. That, of course, came in the top of the 3rd inning. And Sanchez goes 5 innings, allows the 2 runs on the Winker home run. So 3 hits total in the game, walks just 1 batter and strikes out 3. So Aaron Sanchez, a very nice, solid outing, 2 runs allowed. And let's see, we got welcome in Robert. Let's see, Rothenberg. Great to see you, my friend. Let me know if I pronounced that right there. Robert Rothberg. Great to see you. Always appreciate you checking in. How are you doing tonight, Robert? Giants have nothing to be ashamed of. Absolutely. I'm right there with you. This is, you're going to have these types of games. It's tough when, we were on a 4-game winning streak. We had all the momentum coming into this game. But the bats went silently. And, so far this season, that appears to be kind of our biggest, area that we can certainly improve. The starting rotation, I think, has been tremendous so far. I mean, outside of Logan Webb, who's, been okay. He hasn't been lights out, but Webb has been getting better. But yeah, this rotation has been really incredible so far, and the bullpen has really done a nice job, a really better job of late. So yeah, to me, the Giants have nothing to be ashamed of. They are going to forget about this one very quickly, and we are going to be ready to go for tomorrow's game, which is going to be a great matchup. You got the former Red, Kevin Gausman, with his filthy splitter, and Gausman he's been pitching so well for us this year, going up against the former Giants prospect, Luis Castillo, tomorrow. So that's going to be a fun one. And yeah, unfortunately with Luis Castillo, he was the pitcher we traded to the Marlins in the Casey McGee trade. If you remember way back in 2015, that was the season after Pablo had signed with the Red Sox after, the 2014 World Series championship year. So we traded Luis Castillo, who, of course, now is one of the best pitchers in the game today. He's now with the Reds. So it's going to, it's tough seeing sometimes, yeah. Giants have made some really bonehead trades over the years, but for the most part, a lot of the trades we have done have really been useful. They have really helped out big time. Yet Sanchez pitched very well, kept the Giants in the game. Absolutely. If the Giants bats had been hitting like the way we know they can, Sanchez allowing just 2 runs and going 5 innings, that could have been good enough for him to get the win in this one. So it's just tough. It's definitely a hard luck loss for Sanchez to get. But through 2 starts now, Sanchez with a 2.50 ERA. So another nice pickup by the Giants in the offseason, a veteran pickup. And so far, you cannot be happier with how well these Giants veterans have been pitching in the starting rotation. Going into the season, we didn't know what we were going to get from Cueto, from DeSclafani, from Aaron Sanchez. And really, Gausman, of course, coming off a great season last year with him still being a veteran, so you had a lot of veterans, and, they have been so spectacular so far. And so this Giants team, I think, is really going to be playing some incredible baseball. And yeah, this is just one of those games that, you just shake it off here. Offense, I think, is going to wake up. Hopefully we can do that tomorrow against a really good young pitcher in Luis Castillo. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to, and again, this series with the Reds, big challenge for the Giants. Winning that series against the Padres was so huge to prove that, we can win against one of the big powerhouses in the game. And yeah, the Giants, I think, they are not scared of anyone out there. They can compete with anyone. And so this team is going to be a lot of fun to watch this season. Yet can't wait for the bats to get hot. That's what's so exciting, is that we haven't even seen how good this Giants team can really be this year, because the bats have for the most part been silent, but thankfully they have been hitting some home runs. As we mentioned, second in all of baseball in home runs with 14 home runs to start the season. And so, just imagine when this team starts hitting for average, because now I think they're hitting about roughly 200. And so, this team can definitely hit. I think last year they hit, I want to say it was like 250, 260. So, they really hit very well. And I do believe that this offense will get to hitting that solid out there. So yeah, it's going to be, really fun to watch as this offense really gets it going. Rotation was what we were worried about, but so far they have done really well. Absolutely. And we're so incredibly happy with how well the rotation has been, with a number of veteran pitchers pitching very well. Again, Cueto, you have Gausman, you have DeSclafani, you have Aaron Sanchez, and then you have the young Logan Webb, starting to pitch better. So this rotation is a strong point, and I think is going to, be an improvement from last year. And last year's rotation was solid, but this year has got some incredible depth. And so, it's going to be intriguing when Alex Wood is set to return, and we'll see what's going to happen. Sometimes you have to give credit to the other team. Let's turn the page and win tomorrow. Yep, absolutely. Reds deserve the credit tonight. Wade Miley pitched a tremendous game, shutting down, a potent offense in the Giants. And when you look 1 through 9 with this Giants team, they can hit So yeah, to me, to shut this lineup down, you have to be on top of your game. And that was what Wade Miley was tonight. And then also, of course, Antone for the Reds coming out of the bullpen and going 3 2/3 shutout innings. He did a tremendous job for them. And yeah, the Reds got timely hitting. They got just enough offense for them. Jesse Winker with the big 2-run home run in the top of the third inning. And longtime Red, incredible player, Joey Votto, he comes up with the home run into McCovey Cove, the 52nd home run by a visiting player to hit it into McCovey Cove. Yeah, so, you tip your cap to the Reds tonight, and yeah, you go get them tomorrow because, we can get right back in the win column with a big win tomorrow, and that could set us up going into the series finale to potentially take the series. So yeah, we got to go back out and get them tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. Cannot wait. Going against Luis Castillo, it's going to be a great challenge for this Giants offense. And yeah, especially because, when you have a game like this where you lay a goose egg, only have 2 hits, and then you got to go face a young pitcher with the quality stuff that Luis Castillo has. Yeah, that's going to be a tough challenge, but a fun challenge. And yeah, no better way to snap out of a funk than beating the best pitchers out there. Welcome in Jimmy Plant to the post-game show. How are you doing tonight? Tough loss tonight. Got to bounce back tomorrow night. Let's go, Giants. Let's do it. Let's get on another winning streak. Our 4-game win streak may have been snapped, but we are going to be right back at it tomorrow and pick up a win, and we're going to be feeling great. And so this Giants team, again, they have been pretty great so far. I mean, outside of the bats, being not the best so far to start the year, but we have been hitting some home runs, getting some timely hitting, and to be 6-4, third place in the division. And now with the loss, despite the loss, we're still, I believe, just 2 games behind the Dodgers for first and a game and a half behind the Padres. So you really have to like where the Giants are sitting at right now. And so, yeah, especially because, you lose that first series against the Mariners, you come back against the Padres and win that series, and then you sweep the Rockies. So, this Giants team has done pretty solid this year, and, you have to be feeling great. Despite the loss tonight, we go to 6-4, but we are feeling great. Burbeck in the house. How are you doing, Tyler? Appreciate you checking in, and appreciate everyone checking into the post game. Warriors beat the Nuggets. Let's go. Yet big win by the Warriors. And Stephen Curry, what an incredible performance, dropping 53 tonight. Big shout out to Curry. He is balling out. And Draymond Green also with 18 points tonight. And yeah, despite, of course, the unfortunate news we heard about James Wiseman, and my thoughts and prayers go out to Wiseman. That it's going to be a speedy recovery and nothing too serious. And in terms of the timetable of his recovery, and yeah, Wiseman he is such a special talent, and I can't wait to see him when he returns back. But losing a guy like Wiseman for a Warriors team, sometimes that could be enough for a team to throw in the towel. But you know what? This Warriors team has responded, and they have not allowed this to, allow them to get them down. So that huge props to the Warriors to take down a big team like the Nuggets, and Warriors also beating the Rockets the other night. So yeah, let's hope Warriors can get to the playoffs. That would be awesome. What an incredible story there. So yeah, appreciate everyone checking it in. So good luck there, Jimmy, to your Sacramento Kings. And so, yeah, let's take a look at some more stats of this game. And when we look at the bullpen for the Giants tonight, outside of a home run allowed by Harlan Garcia, that was to Joey Votto. He goes 2 1/3 innings in this one and gets 3 strikeouts. And so a lefty in this bullpen who is going to be very solid for the Giants, Harlan Garcia. He has got incredible stuff. Great young lefty. Off to a bit of a rough start this year, but look for him to, get better as the season wears on. And then also you had coming in Matt Wisler. He got 2 strikeouts in his outing today. And Alvarez, who has looked very good, Jose Alvarez, he goes one shutout inning and gets one strikeout. So yeah, the bullpen really pitched solid again, and they have been pitching very well of late. To start the season, we had a couple games where, we melted down and blew a couple games. But, of late, this bullpen has proven to bounce back really nicely. So that has been huge, because that's going to be a key, for this Giants team. You've seen in the wins that we have gotten that have been really close wins, those Giants torture wins. Giants baseball torture as we love it. Does not get better than that when we're making a run to Orange October, winning these one-run ball games, and nobody knows how to do it better than the Giants. And so it's going to be a fun roller coaster ride through the ups and downs. And so we are going to be here throughout the entire season, breaking it all down. And so excited to be here with everyone. And yeah, let's get on another winning streak. Let's do it tomorrow. We can do it, and we can bounce back from this loss tonight. Are you impressed with Kapler so far? I believe he is doing a credible job. Posey is bringing out the best from the starters. Absolutely, I am right there with you, Robert. I think Kapler has done a great job so far, really getting the best and the most out of the talent on this Giants roster. And yeah, I think he is a great communicator. I definitely think the mistakes that he had made in Philadelphia, he is definitely improved in his second go around as manager. So you really have to like that about Kapler. And I think one of the things I think he has done better has been with the bullpen. I think in Philadelphia, didn't probably manage the bullpen the best there. I think he let some guys maybe, he left him in the game far too long than maybe they should have. And so they ended up getting, the innings kind of got out of control a little bit. But Kapler has really impressed, I think, in my opinion. And you look at Posey, I mean, he has just been so incredible, both offensively and defensively. Posey hosing runners at second. No matter who is trying to run on Buster Posey, they are learning their lesson. Do not try to run on Buster. He is going to hose you down. I mean, Buster has just been absolutely lights out, hosing runners at second. I think he's got at least like a 30 or 35% throwout ratio of would-be base stealers. And then offensively, he has, of course, has shown the power. I think with 2 home runs, or 2 or 3 home runs it is now. Posey, he appears to be healthy. His hips are back. Hopefully that is the case. So, I could not be happier with what Posey has been bringing. And yeah, definitely bringing the best out of the starters, because I think Posey does such a good job with the rhythm of the game, because he knows these pitchers very well. And even, for Johnny Cueto, I know that last year, I think for rhythm wise, when Tyler Heineman was, the backup catcher we had last year, and Chadwick Trump, they were kind of still learning. And so, great receivers and everything. But when you got the rhythm going and with Posey back there and just putting the signs down, I think Posey does such a good job. And also he can, read the body language of his pitchers if he feels like he has to go out there and give them a pep talk, to snap them out of a funk maybe. Posey knows when to go out to the mound and to have a talk with the pitchers. So I think he does such a good job of that. And, really, again, an awesome communicator. So really, this is really awesome. This Giants team, the potential of what we can accomplish this year is really exciting. And especially because, we have not seen the best of how good this Giants team can be this season. And so when the bats really start rolling, I mean, if we look at some of the batting averages of some of these hitters so far this year, Slater hitting a $143, but did get a big home run in the opening series in Seattle. Darren Ruff hitting 200, but did get a big 2-run home run in a win over the Padres in San Diego. So, you look at some of these averages, they're not the best, but you have some guys hitting home runs. Alex Dickerson, another guy hitting a $182 to start out, but he also with the big home run in the finale against the Rockies in the series sweep there. Evan Longoria, he has been off to a hot start. 3 home runs for Evan Longoria, the future Hall of Famer, hitting 294 on the season. Longoria has been so incredible to watch. Yeah, Giants can still take the series from the Reds. Absolutely. And yeah, that is our mindset going forward. If you're going to lose one game in the series, make it the first one, because then that means, that you're going to be winning the next 2, and that would give us a 2-game winning streak heading into the next series. And we can definitely do it. Tomorrow's going to be a fun challenge going against Luis Castillo. And if we can beat a young pitcher like that and against this good Reds team, that will give us a great momentum to go into the series finale to try to pull out this win. Let's see. Let me get some water real quick. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm excited because, we're gonna bounce back. Thankfully this is just one loss, and you look at the bright side. Of course, Aaron Sanchez pitching solid, bullpen pitching solid. Outside of the home run allowed by Garcia to Joey Votto. So, this Giants team, they are in a nice position right now, still at 6-4, just 2 games back of the Dodgers. And when the offense, of course, wakes up and really gets going, it's going to be incredible to see. Welcome in. We got James Decker. Welcome to the post-game show. How are you doing today? Appreciate you checking in, stopping by after Hum Baby's stream. Big shout out to Hum Baby Baseball, to Eric, doing an incredible job. That is so awesome to hear. And just a tough one tonight, against the Reds. But Giants are incredibly resilient, and we know how resilient they are. So they are going to bounce back. So we're going to get them tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. So let's see. Giants will be buyers. If the Giants stay in contention, which players would you consider obtaining? Oh, man, this is a great question. Yeah, right now, initially, if I'm looking at the strengths of this team, you look at the rotation, I definitely don't think we're going to be needing to make any upgrades there. So, the rotation is really great right now. Bullpen, I think we're pretty deep in the bullpen, and if there would have been a need in the bullpen, I probably would have said a closer, but seeing that how Jake McGee has just really been incredible with 4 saves to start the season, I think maybe realistically the best case scenario would probably be maybe waiting for a young player who is in the middle of his prime, who, I think has got a lot of time remaining on his contract, or maybe is not set to be a free agent. So maybe a guy with club control. So I could see the Giants making a trade for that type of a player, a franchise changer, talent, because, our farm system is incredibly deep. But, the good thing is, I think Farhan Zaidi, he doesn't just make a trade to make a trade. If it's going to be to improve the team, and if a team is willing to give up, say, a prospect of that type of caliber, that is probably the best case scenario, I think, that I would see happening. But yeah, definitely maybe even to upgrade the bullpen too. You could get another veteran that, 8th inning guy potentially, because, we still have some young guys. And, with Reyes Maranta, we don't know how much time, he has a flexor strain right now. So we'll see. Hopefully he's not going to miss too much time, but it's going to be intriguing to watch. Oh, we got big shout out. Welcome, Rally Time Sports. Yeah, a big shout out. Happy Ramadan out there to everyone that celebrates it. And so appreciate you, Rally Time Sports, checking in. Tough loss. Get him next time. Yep, absolutely. We're going to get him next time. And so I'm excited to we got a challenge tomorrow going against the young Luis Castillo, but it is going to be fun. We got Aramis Gutierrez. Welcome in to the post-game show. Dubon worries. I'm not worried when I look at Dubon. I mean, you look at the numbers, obviously he's hitting a $111 right now, but Dubon, young player, and, he is starting every day. And so I think he is going to find, his stroke and really get it going. So, the defense is absolutely great. And that's what you love to see, that despite that he has struggled with the bat defensively, he has still kept it going. And, he hasn't allowed his offense carry over to the defensive aspect of his game. So yeah, I think Dubon, is going to get it going. And yeah, I'm not too worried. If it continues, say over the next 2 weeks, yeah, then definitely it might be time to be concerned if we're 3 weeks, almost a month into the season. But yeah, we're still just 10 games in. So yeah, I think there's definitely optimism that, Dubon will get it going. Yet the stream got so off topic, couldn't even keep it baseball related after a bit. Still not sold on Whistler for us. Yeah. So, oh yeah. So, yeah, I mean, yeah. So, if you're looking at for Matt Whistler, yeah, I mean, he, has a couple times, gone. I mean, he has allowed a few big home runs. And so, it has been tough to, with Whistler, but, he is a guy that is going to get it going. And so, really, yeah, so I have a lot of confidence in Matt Whistler to get it going. So yeah, I'm excited. And so, same. Yeah. So, yep. With Posey hitting, would you move him up in the lineup? Yeah, I think, or would I, let's see, yeah, I think definitely you have to consider it. I mean, if we, let's see for tonight, I mean, Longoria hitting cleanup, obviously spectacular. Darren Ruff did hit third in the lineup tonight. And so Darren Ruff has got incredible pop in his bat, but definitely, with Posey hitting as well as he has been hitting 292, it has been tremendous. And so, I definitely would move. I think moving Posey up in the lineup would be a great idea, because I think, to start out this year, you have seen him hit, say, 7th in the lineup. So, down in the lineup to start out. But I think that has been I think that was kind of to settle Posey in, as, we still kind of didn't know what kind of a Buster Posey we were going to get. And since we have seen, it's been so awesome that Posey has been so spectacular. He has been hitting the long balls and driving the ball into the gaps, hitting with slugging percentage. And so, to me, you definitely moving Posey up in the lineup would be absolutely great idea. And so, yeah, I think you'll probably see that coming, hopefully. And especially because, yeah, hitting the home runs, that's huge. And so I would love to see Posey up there. And because he's been so hot, he has proven that, he deserves to move up in the batting order. Yeah, absolutely. That is tremendous so far. Angels have been off to a hot start. I don't have the exact record pulled up, but man, first place in the American League West. Best of luck to you, Rally Time Sports there. Yeah, good dialogue so far. Yeah, the Reds hit. Yeah, the Reds, they got timely hitting in this one, and the Reds have been spectacular this season. They have been hitting really, yeah, they have just been off to such a hot start. And so, we knew coming into this series it was going to be a big test. And the Giants pitching did a great job today, with Sanchez going 5 innings and really pitching solid, allowing just 2 runs on the Jesse Winker home run, and the bullpen for the Giants pitching solid. So yeah, we for the most part contained this Reds offense, but unfortunately we just could not get our bats going as we go silently into the night. But we have been going, so yeah, we're going to bounce back from this. And so, that's the good news, that this was just the first game of this series, of course. Keep them, at 3 isn't bad. Go Giants. Absolutely love it. This one comes from Aramis Gutierrez. Yeah, when you break it down, that is a winning formula. If we can, hold this Reds team to 3 runs, I definitely see our offense picking up 4, 5, 6, or 7 runs, and maybe even more, because we've seen how potent this offense can be. And so, we're going to get him back here in this series. What's your thoughts on Kepler this year so far compared to last? I know it's still early, but it seems he's settling in a bit more. Yeah, when I think back to last year, I think Kepler did a pretty decent job. I mean, we know there were a couple times that he made some mistakes, whether it was, say, taking a guy maybe out of the game too early, or some mistakes managing the bullpen. But yeah, I think when you look to how he's done this this year. I think he's done a really great job. I mean, like the Johnny Cueto game, there was a time when, he could have taken Cueto out of the game. But I loved seeing Kapler show confidence in Cueto and allowed him to face another hitter. And, when Cueto ultimately did allow a hit with 2 outs in that inning, then Cap went out and got him. So, yeah, I think Kapler has also done a good job of managing the bullpen this year. And, definitely, I mean, there's been some times that he's made some questionable, decisions like putting it in Tyler Rogers and some high leverage. I think, recently Rogers has done a better job of, getting outs in those situations. So, yeah, I definitely would have to say I'm very pleased with the job that Kapler has done. And I think he has been really has done a great job getting the best out of this team and, putting them in the position to succeed. So that has been incredibly encouraging. And so, yeah, really excited to watch where this Giants team is going to go. And so, yeah, we are going to be wrapping up the post-game show here shortly. I got to actually get to finishing up some homework. So before we wrap up, though, we are going to get to our picks of the game as always. And so we'd love to hear your pick of the game and love to hear your thoughts and reactions to this game. If you haven't shared, really enjoy hearing what you all have to say about this one. Although not a whole lot to say offensively, unfortunately, tonight for the Giants. But, the bright side, Sanchez with a solid outing, going 5 innings, allowing 2 runs. Bullpen pitched solid tonight. And so I am going, offensively, Donnie Barrels. Yeah, I'm going to take Donnie Barrels. He, no matter what, always is, you look in the box score, he is picking up a base hit. So he had one of the Giants' 2 hits tonight. He is hitting .323 on the season. Incredible for Donovan Solano, Donnie Barrels. And yeah, he potentially could be winning the MVP this year. That is how big of a year Solano could have. And he is that hot. So Solano is my pick for today. Posey also picked up a base hit today. Posey hitting .292 on the year. So Buster off to a hot start and with a couple of home runs. So that has been awesome to see. So yeah, love to hear everyone's thoughts out there on this one. Even though, of course, we're going to bounce back. So, thankfully this was just, one loss here and, we're going to get him tomorrow. So it's going to be a fun challenge going against Luis Castillo. Kevin Gausman will be getting the start for your Giants, and he has been so spectacular through the first 2 starts of this season. So that's going to be a fun one. Giants are not making errors recently. Yep, absolutely. They are playing great defense. Great thought here from Robert. Appreciate this. Yeah, absolutely. Defense has looked very sharp out there. And, when we looked at last season defensively, there were some miscues from this Giants team. And so, they have been doing a tremendous job this year defensively, and that has been huge. Have a good night, sir. My pick of the game is Dubon with that diving catch to save us. Those late runs. Absolutely love it. Appreciate you, James. Thank you so much. And have a great night. And great pick, Dubon. Yeah, despite not hitting, he has not allowed that to affect his game defensively. And that was a spectacular catch he made out there. Looked like he was full extension to make that catch. And yeah, saved some crucial runs and, kept this game very close there at the end. And yeah, Giants still had a chance, obviously, we were still down just 3 runs. So big catch by Dubon. Giants are not yet. So welcome in Kaysen Allison to the post-game show. How are you doing today? Man, I really thought Longoria had a home run on that hit. Absolutely, I'm with you, Kaysen. That's what I was thinking. I was like, man, I was feeling it that was going out of the ballpark. And unfortunately, it did not go out. Tough one. I thought that Longo had his 4th home run of the season there. So just a tough one tonight. But, Giants are going to bounce back tomorrow. So, let's do it tomorrow. And so thank you, everyone, so much. Appreciate everyone checking into the post game. And if you haven't done so, let's make some noise for the YouTube algorithm and let's smash up that like button. Thank you, everyone, so much. This really helps out the channel big time and really cheers me up. And this lets YouTube know that this video is relevant. And so then YouTube can recommend this video to as many San Francisco Giants fans and baseball fans out there. So thank you, everybody, so much. Really means a lot. Yeah, at least they gave McGee a day off. He could use the rest. Yeah, great thought there. Yeah, great thought here, Robert. With Jake McGee, yeah, I think he's already had 7 appearances this year. So yeah, Jake McGee has been used a lot. 4 saves now on the season. Incredible. So yeah, that is the bright side. Bullpen does their job, and you get McGee a rare day off in this case. Yeah, obviously. So yeah, that's absolutely huge, and McGee definitely will need that rest. And should he be hopefully in a safe situation in tomorrow's game. So let's do it tomorrow, everybody. Kevin Gausman against Luis Castillo. Appreciate it. All the support, everyone. And if you haven't done so, definitely consider subscribing to the channel if you aren't already subscribed. We do sports videos on all the latest breaking news, including in-depth coverage of the San Francisco Giants here. And so if that sounds good to you, definitely consider subscribing. Appreciate all the support, everyone. Have a fantastic rest of your night. Thank you so much. And we will see you next time here on the SF Bay Area Sports Talk channel. Have a fantastic rest of your night. Take care and strive for greatness. Let's go, Giants. Woo! We'll get them tomorrow, everybody. Go Giants.